It is time for Game Week 1 predictions. I've only done one Game Week prediction video, and that was Game Week 26 or 28, I don't know. But now, every week, I'm going to try and do this every week. Every week, I'm going to be predicting games from every single game week. And also, as this is being uploaded, I'm also going to do watch-alongs on those games. So I will announce 3 to 4 games in each game week that I will do a watch-along on. Do stick around to find out those times, because I will be live streaming them. But yeah, enough being said, let's get straight into the Game Week 1 predictions, and subscribe for more, and yeah, let's get straight into it. First off, Liverpool versus Bournemouth, the opening game being played later tonight as of uploading this, but as we're recording this, tomorrow. Liverpool have had a very good transfer window so far. I mean, bringing in Wirtz, Ekatike, Kirkez, Frimpong. I think they signed that Italian 18-year-old, like, earlier. But they've been very, very good with their signings. They've also sold Luis Diaz, Darwin Nunez, Kelleher, Quansor, and I think there was one more, but I can't remember. They've had a really good transfer window. However, Bournemouth, they've lost their 2 best centre-backs, and they have not replaced them yet. Liverpool's going to easily win this game, without a doubt. And also, I will be announcing this right here. This will be the first game that I'm going to watch along. Liverpool versus Bournemouth. For scoreline, I'm going to go with Liverpool 2, Bournemouth 0. For Liverpool, the goals are going to be from Mo Salah, last year's Golden Boot winner, and Premier League debutant Florian Wirtz. On to the next game. Aston Villa versus Newcastle. These two tend to make up an incredible game when they play against each other. I mean, when they played against each other in the first game week, like a year or two ago, Newcastle absolutely wiped the floor with Villa. I don't think the same's going to happen, because Newcastle haven't had a great transfer window, but they've still had a decent transfer window, I must say. But yeah, Aston Villa, on the other hand, they haven't really made many signings. They haven't made many departures either. Their squad is just about the same as last season. And last season they played really well. And also, I'm announcing this one again as another watch-along game that I'm going to be live streaming and watching with you guys. And there's one more watch-along after this, so you'll have to stick around for that. And there's also going to be a bonus watch-along as well today, which it's going to be a championship match. Hello, Editor Me here. I'm so sad to say this, but there'll be no bonus watch-along. Mainly because I'm going out Saturday morning around there. I'm going to the beach, but I'll be back in time for the Man United watch-along. Oh, great, I've just said it now. You know what the next watch-along is then. But yeah, let's get you guys back onto the video. Let's not let me yap anymore. Aston Villa versus Newcastle. The scoreline, in my eyes, is going to be a 1-1 draw. I said like 3 days ago this was going to be a 3-1 Newcastle win. Newcastle haven't had as good as the transfer window, and I've taken 2 goals off them because those 2 goals were coming from Isak. Harvey Barnes to score for Newcastle, and for Aston Villa, I'm going to go for Kamara. Game number 3, Brighton versus Fulham. This is quite a mid-match, I must say. Brighton not making many signings, but they have made some decent signings. Fulham have done nothing. It's just the same squad as last year. So yeah, not much is going to happen, I must say. So yeah, it's going to be quite a boring game, this one, I must say. Nothing much is going to happen. It's just going to be a 1-goal game, I must say. And I'm going to go with a 1-0 win to the home side of Brighton. And for new signing, Kustulas is going to score. Sunderland versus West Ham. West Ham weren't the best last season. Graham Potter, not the best manager to have, I must say. But West Ham have made a couple decent signings. They've signed Hermansen, they've signed Diouf, and they've also signed Callum Wilson to replace Mikel Antonio. But yeah, West Ham, I think this season, are going to be carried by their star man, Jarrod Bowen. If Jarrod Bowen gets injured, West Ham are not going to do well. But yeah, Sunderland, on the other hand, have had one of the best transfer windows in the Premier League so far. I'd say the only team that's above them in this transfer window is Liverpool, and then I think probably Chelsea as well. But Sunderland have had an incredible transfer window, which is why I'm going to tip the newly promoted side to get a point in this game, and it's going to be a 1-1 draw. Bowen's going to score for West Ham, you already know. And the Sunderland goal scorer is going to be Isidore. Anyways, Tottenham versus Burnley. Tottenham have just come off of bottling a 2-0 lead twice in the Super Cup. The way I said twice, they bottled it in normal time and they bottled it in penalties as well. The history of the Tottenham, as Chiellini would say. But yeah, Tottenham have got a new manager. They looked alright that game. I didn't even watch the game, I just watched the highlights. They looked pretty decent. People saying that it's going to be an incredible Spursy thing, that they're going to beat PSG, lose to Burnley, and then beat Man City in the next game week. And Burnley, on the other hand, are my 20th place. If you didn't watch my Premier League prediction video, then please watch that. But yeah, Burnley are the team that are going to be last for me, and I actually think they are not going to be the best this season. They've made a couple signings, only one that's Prem-proven though, and that's Kyle Walker, but he's like 34 now, I think. So yeah, I'm going to go with a Tottenham win here. Tottenham 2, Burnley 1. For Burnley, I'm going to go with Brownhill to score. And then for Tottenham, I'm going with Brennan Johnson and Destiny Udogie. If he's not injured, that is. Oh, he is injured as well. You know what? I'm just going to switch that to Solanke, actually. Johnson and Solanke, there you go. Wolves versus Manchester City. If you didn't really notice, for Manchester City, Wolves are their bogey team. Well, sometimes. Wolves do pick up shock wins against Manchester City sometimes, but Man City do thrash them sometimes, especially with their 5-1 thrashing in May 2024. Wolves have departed a lot of players, including Cunha, Aït-Nouri, Nelson Semedo, and more. And Man City have brought in a lot of players. I'm not going to name them all, but I'm going to try and name some of them right now. Cherki, Reinders, Aït-Nouri. So Aït-Nouri is actually playing against his former club. Trafford, and I can't name any more. But yeah, Man City are going to easily win this. I'm going to go with Man City 2, Wolves 0. The goal scorers for Manchester City is going to be Omar Marmoush and Phil Foden. Chelsea, Crystal Palace. Chelsea have made incredible signings, including João Pedro, Liam Delap, and many, many more. Crystal Palace, I don't think have done much with their signings, but they're still an incredibly decent team. They just won the Community Shield last week, so they're going to be hyped up from that. So who knows, Crystal Palace could play really well this game, but going to be at Stamford Bridge. It's going to be tough. Chelsea are a great side. They did just win the Club World Cup last month. So that's why I'm going with a 2-2 draw this game. For Chelsea, I'm going with Liam Delap and Moises Caicedo to score. And for Crystal Palace, I've gone with a Mateta brace. Nottingham, Brentford. Brentford are my surprise team to go down this year, so I do not have high hopes for them this game. But Nottingham Forest, they did have poor form at the end of last season, in the last couple of games. They haven't done much with their signings. They've got a very, very thin squad. They've got not the best squad depth, which is why I think this is probably going to be one of the most boring games of the game week. Because both of these teams are going to be finishing lower mid-table, or for Brentford, relegation. Brentford are going to struggle in their first game with their new manager, with lots of players going. So I'm tipping Nottingham Forest to win 1-0 with a Gibbs-White strike from, the second half or something like that. Manchester United Arsenal. I'm going to say this right here, right now. This is the third and final game I'm going to be doing a watch-along on. But yeah, Man United and Arsenal. This is going to be the game of the game week right here. Arsenal have made incredible signings. Man United have made incredible signings. It's going to be a great game. For Man United, this is a new version of them. They've got new signings, including Cunha and Burmo and Seshko. Also, Baleba coming in soon as well. Hopefully, Donnarumma in the future, but I think he's going to City now, which on another note, it just shows how quickly Pep can replace someone. They've just signed Trafford, and that's how quickly Pep is willing to replace him. But yeah, there's going to be a lot of goals in this game. This game is going to have the most goals in the game week. And I'm going to go with Arsenal to win 3-2 at Old Trafford, with goals from Mbeumo, Bruno Fernandes, Bukayo Saka, Gabriel, and Declan Rice. Yes, I know, no Gyökeres, which is quite surprising. But trust me here, this is going to be game of the game week. If it's not, then, I don't know. And then final game of the game week, Leeds versus Everton. Leeds, of course, recently promoted. They've made some pretty good signings. And Everton have also made pretty good signings as well. But to be honest, everyone's tipping Everton to win this. Being honest right here, even though I do not like Leeds United at all, I tip them to win at Ellen Road. Leeds United will get an opening win in this Premier League season, and they'll win 1-0 by their new signing, Nemeka, scoring. Trust me, Leeds will win their opening game. Let me know in the comments what your game week predictions are. I mean, mine are pretty much irrelevant because I'm terrible at predicting things. But who knows? Who knows what can happen? And also, I'm going to be doing this every week. And I'm going to be giving myself points based on this. Correct result will give you 2 points. So if you say like win to like Liverpool and they do win, that's 2 points. If you guess the exact scoreline, it's going to be 5 points. And for every goal scorer you get right, that's another 2 points. They are basically going to be the only ways I can get points. And I'm going to say, by the end of the season, I'm going to have 500 of these points. I know, pretty shocking. 500 points is tough, but we are going to do it. But yeah, thanks for watching. And yeah, see you in Game Week 2 predictions next week. Have a great rest of your day, guys. And yeah, I don't know, fish.